Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let's see here. We got the banner up. So we are going to revamp a few things today with the channel. And it's been a rough couple days. Hey, Sarah. At an appointment, I'll be in and out. Hello, chat. Got it. I have taken some wrenches. If you want to come in for lives and stuff like that and you can make it in, I know that I've said before, come in when you can. Hey, M to the B. But a lot of people that have been coming in like on a daily basis and stuff like that, I probably will go in and wrench you. I think I've learned what rogue is. I'm learning it. So I went to therapy today, and there are a lot of things that I've learned. And to be honest, for the past week, I have like been in one of the biggest funks, just sleeping a little bit more. Okay, there you are. There you are. I will be, I have had Sylvia as a managing mod. I do know what a managing mod is. So it is definitely going to be somebody that I trust. I will not be saying who my managing mod is, but it's actually meant that in the past. Like you said last night. Okay, whatever. Got it. You go ahead. Hold on, my dear. I'm sending you a DM listening while I work. Happy Thursday. Hey, Party Rock. So anyhow, and I'm not talking about just the stuff online. And I was talking to my therapist and I said, why? Because of things that had happened with Clinton, I guess that I feel like I'm not worthy thinking that I was a victim of cyberbullying. I was a victim of cyberbullying. And it's fine time that people start taking responsibility and accountability. We all talk about 2025 needing to be the year of taking accountability. I'm going to take accountability. I'm not going to be bringing up everybody's name. If a person assumes that it's about you, then that's about you. I cannot control what an adult person does. Only at the end of the day, I can control what Jen Bailey does and keep my side of the road clean, which is another thing that my therapist said. Only at the end of the day, I can keep my road clean. I cannot clean up everybody else's trash heap. And when I say the trash is going to be taken out on this channel, the trash is going to be taken out. I have family that watches. So I will be giving people wrenches and stuff like that. There are some people I did take the wrenches from, and it's not because I have a problem with you or something like that. Maybe it's because you don't come in a lot. My main mods, meaning Sylvia, Brenna, Jane, Cheryl, getting Scotland. Who do you know? I may give your wrench back and stuff like that. I just am going to have a designated amount. So if somebody once and can absolutely mod and you can drop links and stuff like that, absolutely, I will wrench you. What else do I have to say? I'm going to give her the attention that she wants. So Marley and I had, what I have learned with her and Mia is I have to keep them apart. No, we do not do that. No. Thank you. Hey, Miss Liability. And Miss Liability will always have a wrench. And when Karma comes back in, Karma's going to have a wrench. Spicoli and Habanero, they're going to have a wrench. Because I've never had any problems with that. I check my hiddens. I'm sending you a DM. What else? I know I should start writing these things down. If I ever ran for president or any type of senator or something like that, I so need to start writing things down and taking lists. I love you too. Morning, Spicoli. You go ahead and get these the banner up. I was very blessed last night to have Patrick come in last night. Patrick is dealing with an illness. If he want, Patrick also, his link was dropped. I know a lot of people sub to him. He does go live every day. Just a wonderful person, an angel in disguise. I'm in the bushes. You don't have to be in the bushes. You don't have to be. So another thing that I think is going on is learning to let go of things. I am so fixated on correcting what had happened to me when Clint and I had split up. And some things, it's like you can try to lead a horse to water, but they're not going to drink. So what I am working on is letting go of the past. And that is a main thing for Clint and I when we go to therapy, amongst other things, which is not anybody else's business. And that's another thing that I've learned. Marley, we're not going to bite. Hold on, guys. Nope, we're not going to bite. That's not how we do this. You have choose things to bite on. It's absolutely no. No. I think all the advice that everybody gave me, it's very well warranted, and I appreciate it. I think that people want to see me do well. What I can describe to you, and I'm putting this to rest after this because it was my past. When I went home to the townhouse, I did not know what was going on. I didn't. I remember that everything was fast. There are a lot of pizzas. I made peace with that person because there were other people involved in it. I remember the cops coming a lot. I did not realize that I was going to Target and I was spending an immense amount of money. My therapist that I had seen before, we talked about this today, where my progress is today, as per, hey, just another troll, as per where my progress was when Clint and I had split up. Believe you me, if I had known that I needed inpatient help, I would have went. I was too far gone. There were too many of you. Too many people, when I look at my texts from people that I've had throughout the years, I didn't tell a lot of people's secrets. And your texts were very, very telling. But I did, what I did wrong, and I'm taking accountability, was I opened my life to everybody. Every little secret that I told, every lie, everything. And that's why I think a lot of people to this day tell me things because they know for the most part, I'm not going to give their information out. I won't do it. I will not do it. And even in my sickness, and what basically happened, and I got this straight today, is that it was not a nervous breakdown. What had happened is Jen was not taking her medication, and the medication that I was taking was not good for me. I remember a lot of arguing. I remember for anybody to think that I would read medical records and do crazy stuff like that and think that I was doing that to hurt people. I'd never done shit like that before. A lot of you knew I was not well. I did not lose weight because I was using. I lost weight because I wasn't eating. I had circles underneath my eyes from lack of sleep. I was putting dirty clothes on. Hey, Jen and Barrett, I need everybody to know I wasn't well. I guess I hit that IG button because I didn't feel safe. I didn't. And the things I said was not anything I would ever, ever, ever say. It is. So we're putting that to rest because I think everybody knows different. Now, where am I at now? I'm on a good medication. I have health issues. I cannot get a job. I don't care if you can't get a job when your kidneys are junk. You can't lift certain things. When you have an aneurysm in your stomach, you can't lift things. You can't do a lot of things. Now, could I get a job as a waitress? I'm looking into it. I've waitressed before. I like it. I made a lot of tips. I don't mind waitressing. I'm going to continue to do my channel. Felt pretty good. I actually filed income taxes. Felt like an adult. Now, when I say feeling like an adult is because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been pretty lazy my whole life. I have. I've always had people taking care of me, whether it be a man or a woman or my mother or my dad. I was very horrible to Clint. I lost my shit. I did. My mom died. I hated every single one of you. I did. I was very angry at Clint because Clint kept stepping out on me. He made a promise to my mom, and he said that he would not let nothing bad happen to me. We go through trust issues all the time. I was recorded. I didn't know. Something would be said to me. I would react on it. When you get mad, you black out and you say things that you shouldn't say. Other people do it. And I took it too far. I did. That's not me anymore. It's not. I don't have that anger like I did before. So therapy was pretty good today. So basically, what I'm doing is I am moving on for sure, because you have to think about this. So I'm on one side of the bridge. The people that I want to love me again are on the other side of the bridge, right? Let me adjust this. I like the natural glow. They're holding on to the rope in a sense to say, absolutely, Jeff. So they're holding on to the other side of the rope, whether it be because they're being stubborn. And I'm holding on to the other side of the rope on the other side of the bridge, and we're over the river. I'm holding on to that rope because I don't want to let that rope go, whether it be the past or just minutely shutting the door for the time being. So my therapist asked me, when are you going to let that rope go? I said, whether it be the past or those people, I said, I feel like if I let that rope go, then my book is closed forever. Doesn't have to be that way. Doesn't have to be closed forever. Do I feel like I'm being punished? Absolutely. Do I feel like I deserve it? Absolutely. Do I think I'm beautiful? No, I do not. Am I jealous of people's looks? Absolutely. Do I think I can change the internet and this community? Because it is kind of a community. All of us have been around for a really long time. We've been through a lot of good times. We've been through a lot of bad times. Now it's more bad than what it is good. Another thing that I've realized is the more that people talk about other things, it's to hurt me. And I'm just stupid enough to fall for it every time. And I'm not going to do that anymore. My whole life, I looked like my mother. And if people think that I didn't get it worse when I was a kid because I looked so much like her by somebody that was jealous of her and with my father, I'm going to tell you guys something. I got it the worst because I look like her. When I went to school, I got made fun of because I never, ever had nice and new things. So I got a flat ass. Big deal. My mom had a flat ass. I don't care. Used to wear clothes that had my boobies hanging out and stuff like that. I don't do that anymore. I'm in my 40s. It's time for me to start dressing more respectfully, doing more things for myself, because honestly, for this whole time, ever since the stupid videos came out, I didn't think that I was worthy. I said I was a victim, and I was a victim of cyberbullying, and a lot of people have been victims of it as well. And it's okay to say you're a victim. It's okay to say you were. It's not okay to still be one. Everybody has the right to feel safe emotionally, spiritually, if you believe. Everybody has the right to feel safe. I'm also a firm believer you can only stretch things for too far. Pulling fucking FOIAs is the most disgusting thing that you could ever do to somebody. It also shows that you have nothing better to do with your life. And that, in my opinion, makes you a bully. If you feel unsafe that you need to call somebody, nobody has the right to find out what happened when you called somebody. Because you know what happens when somebody really, really feels unsafe? They don't make that call because they know somebody's going to pull it and use it against somebody. So I'm letting you guys know. And I'm letting some of you free because I'm letting you know, because there are a lot of people that are not wanting to go where they want to go because they're afraid they're going to be exposed for something. Whatever has happened in the past, your texts get out. Who cares? That was who you were in the past. So if people want me to move on, move on. Do not allow a bully to take over your life. Do not. They pull your FOIAs. After a while, you continue to do stuff like that. It will become something that I am hoping that the law will change that. So if somebody threatens to pull something of yours, who cares? Because after a while, continuing to do that, maybe your state or county will wake up and say, you know what, this isn't right. Do not feel unsafe in your own home. Do not allow a bully to take over your life. Do not. It's not okay. You feel like you need to be protected and it's something that you need to do. Do what you need to do to make yourself feel safe. And if you're being snarky, you know what they do in a court of law? You know what they do in a court of law? They take all the information and they weigh it out. And then they look at that person. If they want to fight that order, why do you want to fight that order? Because you want to keep the fucking drama going. You have the right to feel safe. You have the right to feel protected from your job, from your family. You have that right. There are sources and resources everywhere for people that have been bullied or do not feel safe. Go to them. Let them know, hey, this might be pulled. Fight for yourself, fight for your mental health, and fight for your family. And everybody in this community has messed up. Every single one of us has. But some take it a little bit too far, and it's not okay. It's not. So thanks, Jeff. Everybody is welcome if you want to come in here. But my boundary is, believe you me, I'm starting to learn who the fakes are and who the people are that come in here. And I will start blocking you or I will hide you out. And the way that you react to that, if you want to go low, that is on you. You want to come in here, Cake Bread or Lola or Clark or anybody like that? Say what you want to say. My mods will hide you. Maybe I'll unhide you. Maybe I won't. Maybe I want the view. Maybe I don't. Go to Rumble. Make it a free-for-all. It's just not fun anymore. Just think, the minute that you do something to somebody else, it has a reaction. This is not fun anymore. Channels are going to start getting shut down. YouTube is going to wake up. Terms of services are changing, but I will tell you this, I have been looking into terms and services and stuff like that. Do I want to go to a YouTube court? Not really. Will I go to one if I have to? Absolutely. My IG videos are my IG videos. If you do not want your image up, or you are saying that you are being bullied and you want to strike somebody, then I have that right to do that. I do. Exactly. This is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be your friend. Please. That was my words first. So I'm going to be looking at my images and stuff like that. I'm going to start looking into videos. I have people recording other videos of stuff from the rancid, raunchy threats and disgusting things that have been said about me. See, I don't care. You want to leave up my sound bites? I think they sound really fucking cool. Leave it up. I don't care. But the images of me when I was sick and all that bullshit going after minors and stuff that were in my life now, that's not cool. I'm not going to put up with it. And I think that's why people keep coming after me, because I am stupid. Somebody might say something. I'm like, oh, it's just not fun anymore. I'm not going to do that shit anymore. Am I going to be snarky? Absolutely. But you know what? I have a lot to offer. I really do. I'm going to be working on my self-esteem. I'm going to be trying to uplift other people. And this is how I'm going to do it. And I don't give a shit if it's corny or not, because it's my truth and the way that I feel. So we're going to go up here to the top comments. And I'm going to say something nice about every single one of you. And if it's something funny or something that's between us, then you guys will know that I get to know people that help out. You guys help me out with super chats. You guys help me out with crafts. I'm going to help you guys out by making you feel like when you come in, you are welcome. And I love everybody. Sarah, I love you. You know what I love about you, Sarah, is you and I both started the non-smoking thing. Remember that when we were in IG, we are both learning a life without being able to smoke cigarettes. M to the B, you come in almost every single freaking day. And you're always pleasant and you're nice. And I love your face. I think you have beautiful, striking brown eyes. And I think you're wonderful. Scotland, I'm going to be giving you your wrench back. I think you are an amazing, amazing person. And you have taught me to put boundaries down with this little fur baby. Not to mention, we're going to be gardening together. Jane, you're wonderful. Everybody knows. They're just going after you because you're close to my heart. That's their ignorance and miss out. Because at once you were in there. So if you were good enough before, they're just coming after you like they are me. And I love you. And I love Cheryl. Party Rock. I think that some real life stuff has happened to you. I think you live up to Party Rock. I think you're funny. I think you're amazing. And I've also heard you say on many, many times, I think it's very strong of you to say, you know what? I'm going to go wherever I want to go. That's why you're called Party Rock, because you're always part in the center of the party. Carrie Taylor, you have helped me so much with my channel, with my memberships. You've motivated me to do better with my health and stuff like that. You come in a lot when you can. You also go to other communities. Miss Liability, you have been bullied. I think you're an amazing mod, just like Scotland and everybody else that can drop links and stuff like that. You always have my back. I don't know who you are, and I hope someday when everything lays down, you may be able to tell me who you are. And I just love you. Spicoli, you have been around. I don't know a life when you haven't been around. Between you and Habanero, you guys have always been my main cheerleaders. And I'm just very sorry that I was at a weak time. And I love you. And we have the best laughs. I think you have the best stanky leg. And I love Habanero for your spiciness. And I think that you guys have also been given the shit into the stick as well. And I'm proud of you guys. Christina, who doesn't need to be in the bushes. Christina motivates me because she also goes to other communities. You're very kind. I would like to think that maybe a little bit I motivate you. And you're always fun in the chats. Juju Beats. I haven't really gotten to know you so much. I think when I was sick, I thought you were somebody else. I like you because I think that you're sensitive, but sensitive in a good way, meaning you have feelings, and feelings are what makes a person human. I would love to get to know you better, and you're welcome in here whenever you want. Mare is all about the crafts. I wish you could come in more, but Mare also has a lot of things going on in her personal life. Shanna. I have seen Shanna go into other rooms and stick up for what she wants to stick up in. Shanna is not about the drama. Shanna will stick up for you big time. And Shanna will go into a room and say, you know what? This is stupid. I don't like this. It needs to get back to what it is. And I've seen people say some really not so cool things and been very disrespectful to her. I like you, Shanna. I really, really like you. I like your spunk, and I like the way that you're not scared to voice your opinion. Sweaty, I am very, very, very sorry that when I was sick, I took something that you had said and you described that room perfectly. And I'm sorry that in my sickness, I believe that everybody was R-ing Clint. And I love you, and I'm glad that we can have personal conversations. And I don't really have to tell you that much. You're my favorite pledge. And I wish that sometimes that you would stop being so hard on yourself. You're a very caring person. And I also believe that you were a victim of a lot of shit too. And just because she has people in her family that may not believe in the same stuff that we do, that doesn't make Sweaty that type of person. Denver is a celebrity. Denver had also reached out to me when somebody had passed away. I do believe that, and tried to get my head on straight. And I was very rude to you, Denver, and I'm very sorry for that. Denver is very selfless. She has two kiddos that she decided to be a forever mom to. And if you look at her pictures, if she hasn't taken them down, she has done wonderful things and provided those young kiddos with a life that maybe they wouldn't have been lucky enough to get. You are a godsend for helping out. Sarah, I was an asshole to you because of people that you were friends with. I think that you're funny. I think you're a wonderful mod. And I love the fact that you say fuck all the time. And I love the fact that you and Scarlett O'Hara are having an affair and a relationship. Both of you women are rock stars. Steven has a fondness for our wonderful Tisda, who has great hair. He has always been there for her. Steven goes to other rooms. I don't see him bad talking me. He's always polite and nice to people. Steven, I will probably give you your wrench back because you've always been a very, very good mod. And I love you. And I'm very, very proud of you that you come in and you keep it 100 about your depression, that you always try to talk to me about healthy foods. Every room that I go into, Steven, you are always welcoming and nice to me. Yeah, I have a bunch of bug spray. Pesky little varmints. Thank you. Maria, I don't think that you and I are at a little bit of a standstill about certain things. I think that there's been a lot of hurt between the both of us. When you say you're going to do something, you do it. You own up to it. I do believe that your husband and your family are very, 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 very important to you, that you will go to the ends of anything to protect your family. Do I think sometimes, honestly, you may go a little overboard? Yes, I do. But you're very, very spunky. And to the contrary, one thing I will say about Maria, do not say that she's not a hardworking person. Do not ever say that, because she is. And the job that she was at, I will say this because it's the truth and I know it. She was helping out, doing her job and going above and beyond, doing other people's jobs. She loved that freaking job. She did. And she was appreciated. Whatever she did in her past concerning anything legally, that is something that happened to her. And that is another thing that doesn't need to be brought up at all. Do I agree with anything that Maria does? No, I do not. Do I fully trust Maria? No, I don't. And she don't fully trust me. And that's the thing. But I will tell you this, if you bring up her family, she will tell you, I will go back at you. So I don't know why anybody hasn't learned that. Maria definitely is. Yeah. There are other people, if you want to come in from any other communities, I don't care whether you're friends with this person or not. If you want me to tell you what my best memory is and why I like you, I will do that. I do not give a crap if you are somebody from the Hive. I do not care if you're somebody from Siwazen. I don't care who you are. I will say why I like you and the good things about you. Housewives of Margarita. I love you. I think you are another little bit of a celebrity like Denver. I think you are so fun. And I would love for you to start coming in more so I could get to know you. I think you are super fun. And I have no doubt in my mind that if I met you in person, we would do nothing but laugh and do crazy, crazy things. You remind me of a friend that used to wear, we were going to do a band called Bitches and Braids. Ghost of Shadows. I do not know quite who you are. I do not know. I sometimes I think that you have a twig and berries. Other times I think you have a kitty cat. I am not quite sure who you are. You're kind of a little bit of everywhere. I think if I wanted to know about paranormal, I think if I wanted to know about ghosts and stuff like that, I think that you are very, very, the way that you word things and stuff like that. I don't know whether you like me or not. I don't know who you are behind the account, but I think that you're very, very smart and you bring a lot to the chat when you come in. Please stop biting me. No. No. Or you get a timeout. No. Let's see. What do I like about George? And I will bring up George and I will bring up Penelope, AKA Pensacola. Penelope is a very beautiful woman. I don't give a crap what you say. She got hair for days and she is very confident and happy about her figure. Okay, hold on. No. No. Now I am being stern. No. Nope. You're going to get a timeout if you don't quit. You need to quit that. No. Absolutely not. You want to lay outside? That's fine. Penelope is, well, that's Penelope's. That is Penelope. Penelope is a grown woman. Penelope is a good freaking mother. I don't give a crap what you guys say. Did I used to think in a sense that Penelope was a little, Penelope came to me, and it's the last time I'm saying it. She came to me and said, Pizza, I'm sorry, and I would like to take you to lunch. Have I spoken to Penelope behind the scenes? Abso-freaking-lutely. I have. She loves animals. She takes care of Winnie. She takes care of her daughter, who is as beautiful as her mother. And I believe that Penelope has been through a lot of shit. And I do believe that Penelope also gets a little bit of bullying because she's beautiful. I want my wrench back. I will be in If you guys could drop the Exposure of Evils channel, that is Muscle, otherwise known as Tuna Fish Can Harry or whatever. I do not know. I love me some Muscle. Muscle knows the truth about things that have happened. I believe I've given him proof. Muscle is fun. I love Brenda. I absolutely love his wife. He plays kick-ass music, and I think he's funny as shit. And when you're a Muscle person and you go in there, he has been friends with Mike Slick for a very, very long time. A lot of women find him dreamy. He runs a really, really good channel, and he does not back down. And when you are part of the Muscle family, you're a friend for life. And he has said that. Christoph. What I like about Christoph is when I go into Miss Heidi's room, he is always welcoming to me. We have a really, really good time. And he's always sweet. Yes, Penelope is a very, very nice girl. At one time, yeah, I used to say slick ass shit about her because I was pissed at her. But you know what? When I wasn't pissed at her and what I've realized with her, Penelope goes through problems just like everyone else. But for anybody to say that she is not a caring mother and you want to put her down for everything that you guys say about her size and stuff like that, half of y'all are 3 times her size. But she does have feelings. And she's been very hurt. And sometimes when Penelope gets upset, she comes right back at stuff. But at least she owns up to what the hell she does. And she's a good person. And I love Penelope. Pensacola. Chris, I wish that you would come in more. I wish that you and I could get to know each other a lot better. But you are a very pleasant, nice person. And you are very loyal and faithful to the people that you love. And Heidi is very, very lucky to have you. Allegedly, you're another person that I would like to get to know better. You always come in with something positive and nice to say to me. And I notice that, and it's not unwarranted. I love that you come in here. And I would love for you to come in every time that you can so I can get to know you a little bit better. Stevie Lee. Stevie Lee is awesome. She comes in, you add so much things to the conversation. You're usually so positive. And you are a great asset to this channel, for sure. You are so welcome. And if I was looking to wrench somebody down the road, you would definitely get a wrench, for sure. So for anybody to think, when I go out in public, if there's an older lady that's out there on a walker that has kidney disease like I do, if you guys think that I wouldn't double back her groceries and put them in the front seat and decline taking money from her, please know that I would. Clint always gets mad at me. Jen and Barrett. My kale chip sister. Jen Barrett does not like rooms with drama in them. She does not. And if I ever talk about any type of drama, she will say, I am not on it. This is what I want for you to do in your channel. I want to have fun, but I'm going to have to leave for today. And I think that takes a lot for somebody, in a sense, to call me out and say, this is not positive for me today, and then leave and come in the next day. I love you, and I think you're a wonderful person. Girl, I'm going to miss you. Sylvia is my dot, not your dot. She is my dot. Sylvie is one of the hardest workers that I've ever known in my life. And I'm making it my mission to meet her and live by her someday. Sylvia takes care of everybody else but herself. And believe you me, I know this. Sylvia is one of the people that can laugh. She's got a sick sense of humor like me and Sweaty do. And she's a wonderful, wonderful person. Sylvia always takes care of people before she takes care of herself. I cannot ever talk enough about her. Sylvia was one of the people that said, we are going to do something different. Sylvia was somebody that I called. I hated Sylvia when I was like insane and stuff like that. I would hit Brenda up and say, you know what? I am going to call the FBI on you. And Brenda and her husband just laughed. They don't hold my sickness against me. None of my mods, except for one of them who is running his mouth all the time. And you, sir, are never welcome in my life or anybody's. You are a down kill, and you are young and need to get offline, in my opinion. I wish some of the content creators knew how freaking much Sylvia cares about you and pays memberships to watch you. I wish everybody knew how loyal she is. And she's funny. She's got beautiful hair. She's got a fat head. And she never takes care of herself. She also lost 2 parents the same day from COVID, amongst other things. When I went to jail, my mods stepped back. They did. You can't get better friends than that. Tiz, Brenna. And even if they didn't, my friends don't talk shit on me. Because when they figured out I wasn't okay. But I'm very lucky I've had the same mods. There's one person. I'm going to have to remember because I'm not going to go back up. Chi-Chi, I have just met you. I think that you're a wonderful person. I think the fact that you actually come in and you're in different lives and stuff like that shows that you're going to go wherever you want to go. And I think that's fucking amazing. I think you rock on. I think you're fucking sweet as hell. And you can come in any damn time that you want. And thank you for watching me from the bushes. Nobody has to sit in those bushes. You come in and say whatever the hell you want. I like you. And I think your name is fucking amazing. Everybody calls her Pippi. I call her Pee-Pee. I sometimes see you in other chats and stuff like that. I think that I love the fact that it's like drama, dragon fruit and stuff like that. I think that you are just like a dragon fruit. I think you're light. I think you're beautiful. You probably taste good. And I like your positivity. And I wish I could get to know you better. I don't feel like I know you enough. And I would like that to change. And all you Bush watchers and somebody who's recording me, that only speaks how pathetic you are. And I would never like you either. There is, and yeah, every now and then I'm going to get a snark in because I have that right too. Oh, Heath. Heath is so freaking amazing. She has a wonderful family. She's a wonderful mother. She's a wonderful grandfather. Heath is somebody that will go to the ends of the earth for me and Clint. She's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person. And I am going to meet her. And we're going to go on a freaking trip to Florida and we're going to have a great thing. Heath is somebody that considers me family. And her family knows of me. And she knew how sick I was. And I was so sick that I didn't even think about taking the help from her or Sweaty when they were reaching out to me. She will always be a mod. And she's my best friend. One of my best friends, like Sylvie and all them. She is definitely family. Yes, PP is a wonderful person. George. Does George press the envelope? Yes. If I had to weigh out the scales of what's going on with George and other things, George has great hair. I don't care if George lived in a basement. I don't care if George has 3 sets of parents and 5 sets of nipples. When George did the dolls, I didn't give a shit. The only thing I ever told George was to give me different high heels. George, when he reacts, it's a mix of funny. Maybe he doesn't say all the appropriate things. Do I blame him? No, I don't. Everybody exercises their First Amendment the way that they should. George Wells wears LL Bean. If anybody knows that LL Bean is one of the best companies, and they make the best book bags and they make the best clothes, and maybe people don't wear them as much, George doesn't care. Not to mention, George has a Tupac shirt just like I do. And if, George, you ever make a merch, which I do think that you do, I will be one of your biggest buyers. I love your style. I love the fact that you don't back down. I don't care if you do your dolls again. And to the contrary of what anybody thinks, those people making comments about what type of parent you are either don't have children and they're not even fit to go outside in public, I don't believe. And in my opinion, most of them deserve to be in a zoo. And if the dolls were fine in the beginning, you're only ragging on those dolls right now, because you know you will use anything that you can to hurt him. And like I said, when everything is said and done, they weigh it. George is not anybody to be scared of. And if anybody's been threatened a shit ton, it's George. George has a chat where everybody, just like mine, everybody come in. Now, has George said things? Abso-freaking-lutely. Have I said things? Abso-freaking-lutely. But at least he's welcoming. And I understand how it feels to be put on the spot when people come in and they're arguing. He wants everybody to get along too. We have one common goal. We all know what it is. Support George on his good days and his bad. I certainly do. And if he wants to be a foster parent, he deserves it. At least when I was a foster kid, if I had somebody like George taking care of me, at least I know that I wouldn't have gone to bed hungry and I would have had clothes to wear. So I don't care where George lives. I do not care whose basement he is in. George will always be 5 steps ahead of you and call bluff. If I ever played poker with somebody, I would take George with me for sure. So that's that. Stop calling people's jobs. Stop pulling FOIAs. Because after a while, when you continue to do things, after a while, that rubber band's going to snap. And then they're going to start looking at people that do that. You can only test doing things for so long before it becomes a problem. Believe you me, I know. I had a nice meeting when I was in jail. People have the right to feel safe. If you have done anything or written something or sent a text, who cares? Number one, it shows who that person is when you leave them, what they're going to show of somebody else. If it's in the past and they pull something, if I'm not going to be judged for the horrible videos that I did with Clint and calls that I made when I was manic and did not feel safe, another person should not feel that way. So you're pulling FOIAs on people and you play them, just know I'm not judging anybody. I'm not going to be judged. Cheryl is also a mod. She is not in here. Cheryl has also been by me, and I'm telling you what, Cheryl don't put up with no shit. Jane is the sensitive one that lets me get away with stuff. Cheryl is the one with an iron foot that says, you know what, sister, you do this, you do this. But I will tell you this, Cheryl is also an asset to have with anybody. And Cheryl is also being bullied and talked about because she is my friend. And Cheryl and Jane, please understand that the more that people talk about you two, the more that they're jealous because they don't have 2 strong women on their end. Kimmy, you will definitely be getting your wrench back. Kimmy's also, yes, join us on the dark side. Oh, yeah. And if you want to create a sock account and come in, I don't care if you come in saying, I have great tits as a sock account. You know what I'm going to say? What a great name for your parents to put on your birth certificate. Make a sock account if you don't feel safe. Come in. And if you're making sock accounts because you want to come in my room and see if I follow you, I follow everybody. That's why my IG's popping in numbers and stuff like that. And it ain't because of Clint. Jen started out before I met Clint with 2,500 people. Y'all just chose to dig into my life where I went to school. By the way, I do have that picture that was posted to me as a child on your channel where I was in 6th grade. I was a minor. Am I getting sick? No, I'm talking too much. Thank you, Mayor, and I appreciate it. I was this week, if I ever had to think that I didn't want to do the channel anymore, it was this week. I really took something that had been happening to me for years that is now 10 times freaking worse, and allowing person or persons, and I don't give a shit whether you go live or not, anything that you do is just going to reflect off of your behavior, ma'am or sir. Because sometimes you be looking like a dude. But anyway, oh, Anna's in here. And I don't quite know what's going on with you, but I will tell you this. Nobody has scones and makes scones as well as you. I took a recipe from Anne, and I took the melons and stuff like that. That is something that I actually eat almost every day. And for Anne to put recipes up of things that go good with my health and stuff like that, and become something that I get to eat, because at a time I was starting to get a little depressed because I couldn't eat anything good. Clint's down in Domino's pizzas, and I feel like I'm eating cardboard. That's what I feel. I remember Clint once said, before I went completely insane, that Clint said that he had the ace in the pocket. I've done a lot of gambling in my day. I've lost a lot. I've won a lot. Anybody that is being manipulated, I'm going to continue on with my channel. I think for the most part, I don't flip out like I did before. I get hurt a lot more because I have feelings and I'm a human being. I bring things to the table. I'm going to say things that I actually like about myself. I did therapy today. Well, every now and then I have a Coke Zero caffeine free. I'm very lucky that my kidneys didn't completely junk out when I was in jail. I have an appreciation for the law in that area. It could not have been easy for the cops to get calls all the freaking time. However, you guys pull those stupid FOIAs, whoever is in charge of doing the FOIAs, I can't imagine of them having to freaking deal with people getting noses and stuff that has nothing to do with your life or business, just because you want to use it as a means to keep somebody that doesn't want to be hidden. Let them do what they want to do. But after a while, you do it so much, the higher powers do get in. And I'm not talking about God. Those cops in my area did not deserve it. Whoever sent animal control to me, not cool. The Rent-A-Center people, that was not for anything that was mine, just so you know. And I hopped in there because I was scared. But whatever Rent-A-Center was coming to get wasn't anything of mine, best believe. I didn't deserve all of that. And I've made peace with a lot of people. Can't keep doing the devil's work and think you're not going to go to hell over it. So what are some things I like about myself? It was. I don't think a lot of people, because of the videos, and I'm not making excuses, but I am going to say this. Clint wasn't no damn angel in all this either. He wasn't. And y'all talking about pulling FOIAs and shit like that, big deal. Pull them. Because you know what? That was the old gen. Go ahead, pull them. But after a while of doing things like that, I'm telling you guys, enough is going to be enough. And it doesn't have anything to do with any of us anymore. It's not fun. It's not safe. And that's what this channel is going to be about. And anything that you're making comments about is just because you haven't worked hard enough to achieve what we do. And a lot of this stuff with Clint had to do with the paycheck. And you know, everybody's heard those abuse videos before. If you want to listen to somebody that isn't that person anymore, after a while, you guys ain't going to get paid for that shit. I promise you. And I'm going to find a way to get this down. Believe you me, I'm going to find a way to get them down. So you can't say that I'm not figuring out how to do stuff and then get on me about it. But I have that right. That's up to you, Maria. That's up to you, Maria, honestly. Enable for people to coexist, Maria, you have to be able to coexist. You don't have to like Jeff or Habanero. I don't blame you for who you like and who you don't dislike. But going real life on people, and I'm not just saying it's you, you have so many wonderful attributes about yourself. If you don't want to come back in, that's on you. But you're friends with people that I don't agree with either. And I don't hold that against you. And I have people that I like and I'm friends with. You said in order, and I'm going to say this because you said this, Maria. You said block and move on. So the advice that you've given me, I warrant that. But we're never going to like people that everybody else does, Maria. And for this community to be good again and us to ignore and block people, then you need to adhere to that too. And if you're angry at me for something, come back in and tell me what you're angry about. I've known you long enough. You don't like somebody, block them. Take word of advice. Yes. She's very, listen, I'm going to say this right now. Maria defends who she defends. And I will say this, if Maria is good with somebody, she's going to defend that person. I do that myself. But Maria, I cannot, you scare me sometimes too. You can come in. I don't care. I don't understand. One day we're okay. The next day we're not. I still want to give you snow. If you want to talk about it, Maria, that's fine. I certainly hope that it doesn't get to what it was before. I don't want it like that because I don't agree with everybody doing that to you. And I hope that you really reconsider that. Because we were doing pretty good in here. You guys let her come in if she wants to come in. She's either hurt right now or she's not agreeing with something. Maria will come back in if Maria wants to come back in. If we're going to give advice, we need to take it as well and stop with the real life stuff. Nobody should have to feel like they're scared of anybody. There's a lot of trust broken with Maria and I. There are people that Maria likes that I do not like. And there are people that I want to come back to my room that I like that she doesn't like. I hope that her and I can just keep it where it's been. And I do agree with what Maria says. If you don't like somebody, block them. Coexist. And she's gotten it too. She's gotten it too. Okay. Oh, it's okay. You can still stay in here. It's fine. And we're all, listen, not everybody is going to get along. That is how it is. The hard part about it is wanting people to accept what your boundaries are and the way that you feel. But if that's the way you feel, you need to demonstrate that with other people. We have all messed up. Dorothy, I never said that Maria wasn't. When did I say that Maria wasn't? I was very nice to you, Dorothy. I stuck up for you. You just decided you didn't want to be friends with me anymore. You're welcome to come in. You were a very, very good mom, Dorothy. I'm not saying one bad thing about Maria. Dorothy, you were very much wanted to come back in here. I do not have a problem with you. I would love for you to come back in. Dorothy, I think you are so freaking funny and smart and nice. You're welcome back if you want to come back in, Dorothy. If you don't, that's on you. And if you want a snack, you can have a snack. Oh, absolutely. Everybody needs to take a break at times. You know what? Probably the smartest thing that I did, Maria definitely did defend you. And I ended up defending you too. I may not have done it as fast or whatever. I'm not always paying attention to everything, Dorothy, but I would stick up for you. You were not talked to okay. It was not okay to be disrespected like that. I would like you to have more of an open mind and listen to me and saying, let me make that back up to you. Cat's rules. I love your avatar. I love your positivity. And every single room that you go into, whatever room that you go into, you make it 10 times freaking better. I love your positivity. Love it. Jen, I feel you might also ask the chat to be respectful of what you want it managed when you're not able to keep up with it. Absolutely what she's saying. Chat, please be respectful of how you would like to get it managed. Honestly, we have more of a problem in this community other than all of us in here. For the most part, everybody's been coexisting and being rock stars today, and I appreciate it. We've held a pretty decent chat for somebody that really doesn't cover the fuckboy shit. Maria, you've had a lot of faithful followers for a long time. Those women are not going anywhere. They're not. Okay. Other than a few narcissists in the community, and I hate to say, I don't know what karma's going to do to your life and stuff like that. And speaking of karma, karma is a cat. Karma is a cat, does not influence anything that I do, just like Cheryl and Jane don't. And our DMs, Karma is the cat. I don't know who she is behind whatever, but I will tell you this. She is somebody that has been very, very hurt. And when her mental health feels affected, she takes a step back. Karma is a cat is one of the most uplifting, positive freaking people. And I don't care who you are behind a sock account. Maybe you don't like me online, but whoever we are in IG, we be spitting love songs and everything. Karma is nice. Karma looks out for me. And whoever you are, Karma, I love you and you're welcome in here any damn time that you want to come in. In fact, I would have zero. We've talked about it. Karma's the cat is welcome in here. They're going after you, Karma, because they're jealous of you and because they don't like me. So if anybody's going after you and they're making you guys feel bad, it's only because you guys are friends with me. They're just jealous. Like I said, anything that comes out from the past, I don't care who you are, whether I like you or not, accept whatever gets brought out. Look at it like, hey, that's the past, and let it go. So Karma, if you hear this, get your ass back in here. I have to let my animals out in the cold. Rosita. I don't really know who you are. And I don't really care. I think you are one of the spiciest trolls. And whoever goes up against you, possibly beware. I think you're a smart ass. And I know it's true. I'm going to find out who you is you. You're one of the best trolls. Come back in. Say your piece. Make things better. I will always say, it's going to be all right. Just like Kris Jenner. Rosita thinks I'm having an affair with Sophie. I would take no mind to that. Sophie is married. She does really good crafts. Hi, Mama. You're doing amazing, sweetie, too. Okay. No, we don't say simp. And we shouldn't be talking about having affairs and shit like that. I'm already being tied to somebody that I'm having an affair with them. That is not true. They can come in whenever the hell they want. I do not have a problem with him or his family. But we are not having an affair. All these Rositas, I can't keep them straight. Rosita, you once asked why me and Cheryl did not defend Christine in a DM war. What war? And keep it like, this is about taking accountability. You can take accountability and be positive. Rosita, without do it in your Kris Jenner voice. Jane is asking a very adult question. Why do you feel like her and Cheryl did not defend Christine? And answer it nicely, and everything's going to be okay, sweetie. What is one of my favorite songs? Alexa, play You Dropped the Bomb on Me.
You dropped the bomb on me by the Gap Band from Apple Music.
I'll take this part out. Give me a kiss. Alexa, turn off. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Rosita, let's keep it in our Kris Jenner voice, or Jane will block you or hide you. Hide you or block you, but she's not going to put up with it. So the best thing that I can say, Rosita, is if you're going to come in here and you're going to grace us with your appearance, come in here and just, in your Kris Jenner voice, just be respectful. I think there's a lot of hurt that's happened from years ago and stuff like that. It's time to put that shit to rest. Let the problems stay with the problems. Stop doing real life shit. Don't be a hypocrite. You don't want that stuff done to you. Don't do it to somebody else. Don't be calling people's anything. Let it go. Because this community, I'm telling you what, if it keeps going, then none of us are going to have channels. So for the people that I'm talking to behind the scenes, I will not say anything. Just know you are very missed. And I wish to God you would come back. I got my infamous hoops. So, Glenn and I are good. Trying to figure out how to do this home thing or whatever. Like I said, I'm just learning it just like everybody else is. I wish to God I guess I'm gonna have to start doing thumbnails. What hurt? I think a lot of shit happened when y'all. Listen. I don't know. There's an idea who you may be, Rosita. I don't know. You're under a sock account and stuff like that. Do I think you're capable of being hurt, Rosita? Yes. Or you wouldn't say things to hurt other people. Do I wish you would say and admit that you've been hurt in your whole life instead of just being a troll? Trolling is totally fine. I have no problems with that. If I knew how to do it, I probably would too. But Somebody's hurt you. I've hurt you. I don't know why you're going after Jane and Cheryl. I have no fucking clue. I don't want to expose you because I don't know who you are. I just like the fact that you're a smartass, but you don't have to be so mean to people. You have great pronunciation, so I know that you would know how to talk like an adult. Thank you, Jane. If you're mad at something with Jane and Cheryl, state why you're mad. I think you're coming in here to do somebody's work. And my opinion. Hey, Larissa, thank you for coming in. I like you too because you're so positive, and I hope you come in again. Rosita, I think you're hurt because of me. I don't have to act. I think you're acting. I didn't come on here with none of this shit scripted. I think you're acting because I'm showing my face. You're not. You're coming in here to do somebody else's work. That's what I think. And I do believe that you've been hurt because sometimes you say some really positive, nice things. I think you're still being a smart ass. You'll be thinking about this live later. The human part of you, the part that knows that you're probably not hanging out with the best crowd, you'll be in here again. At some point in time, you'll be getting along with everybody. I've done the devil's work before too, Rosita. I may not truly know you. I don't truly know you. What I get to know of you, Rosita, is the stuff that I like about you. I like the fact that you're spicy. I think you're one of the best trolls. You were putting the bombs in here too. If you're trolling me and you don't really like me, that's fine. I got tons of people. You're not the first and you're not the last. I'm just telling you stuff that I like about you. I think you've been hurt, and I think you think about me more than you're willing to admit. I think I got a little soft spot in your heart. That's what I think. In the interest of not being a hypocrite, I'm going to say publicly, and I hope she sees this, that I am forgiving Corn's mom and everything is water under the bridge. I'm letting it go. Time to move on. Corn's mom, if you see this or you're listening, I'm sure somebody will get this back to you. Everything's cool. I'll take your compliments. Gracias. Te amo, mi amor. Jane will side-eye you. As you know, Jane will side-eye anybody. Do we have a mod in here that can drop links? Jane, can you drop links? Thank you, Rosita, and I will take yours. And if you think, Jane Lee, they say get in line. Well, I don't think that was a bad thing. I think Rosita's saying get in line because everybody's side-eyeing. Jeff says tequila works for me, Rosita. Take that as a compliment because Jeff's more of a pizza and beer type of person. So, what have we learned today? It's good to move on. What have we also learned today? Boundaries. And for those that say that you don't like me, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about boundaries. One of you women I really like, and I wish that I could reveal that we're trying to whatever. The other one, Miss Liability, can you drop the links, please, for the following people? George, Maria and Ann. You can drop Sophie's. You can drop Siwa's. Don't drop anybody else's because they're just being too mean and nasty. Drop Patrick's. You can drop any ones that you know. You know which ones to drop. Party Rock. If you guys want your channel dropped, and I'm telling you, I sub to a lot of people that are just my friends. Even if you don't have a channel, I sub to you. Some of you guys are getting a lot of freaking subs on your channel. You can go to Stevie Lee. If you go to Stevie Lee's avatar, let me just show you guys. If you go, let's say to Spicoli, and you hit on Spicoli's thing, it will give you the option to either block, which some people should if you don't like him, or it says go to channel. Go to Spicoli's channel and hit subscribe. You can do that for Party Rock. You can do it for Jane. You can do it for Sweaty. Anybody that's thinking about becoming a potential channel person, you got to get to 500. But you can do this too. We need new communities because we have a lot of kids just like Teen Mom that are turning into adults and they be knowing what we're doing on here. Maybe they might want to do a channel. Beware. We have new generations coming. Got it. I don't know. Life is too short. And maybe if you're going to send a pizza to somebody, if you took it upon yourself to know their address, do something kind. Actually order what they want and they're not allergic to and pay for it. That's an idea. So I think we have everything covered. 988 is the National Suicide Hotline. You can call anytime you want, whether you're feeling S or not. They will listen. They will stay on the phone with you as long as possible. Believe you me, I know. Julie is my cat lady. I've known Julie for a very, very long time. I'm very sorry for whatever I did. I miss Raquel if you still ever talk to her. And you bring everything to the table. I love you. I love you. Christine. Christine, if you ever wanted to do anything about a channel, and I understand there's been a lot of hurt, and I understand a lot of things in your life were exposed, and that was not okay, especially when you've done everything to help people. You have helped me out a lot, like Amber. Amber may not come in, but Amber has helped me a lot. I will say that. Christine has went through a lot. She has dealt with loss just like everyone else. And any call that she made was because she was concerned. There is a lot of hurt between Christine and I, but we're making it work. And it had not been for her, I would have never had that channel monetized. And I hope to God someday that her and I can do grief counseling together, because she was always trying to get things started and I was just never ready. And for some reason, that girl will be knowing how to get watch hours really, really quick for a channel. That's what I don't understand. At least people can admit they knew I was sick. But there are some people that want real life that can never, ever apologize. But you expect apologies in your life. I don't know what KK's doing, but KK and I met some kind of peace. She went through a loss too. KK did go through a loss. And like I said, Clint wasn't an angel in any of that. And KK took down videos and she's doing her own thing in a community. And KK, if you hear this, I'm very sorry for the loss of your mom. And I do wish KK the best in her life. She's just trying to survive like everybody else. There are a lot of people in this community that are not making it fun for other people. And there are a lot of people in this community that are considered the villains right now. But please understand, everybody comes from a lot of hurt and all of us have fucked up, every single one of us. But as far as I'm concerned, anything that's ever happened in the past of what you said on a phone call or anything, if somebody plays that shit and they're holding it over you to keep you around, leave it, because they're not a very good friend to begin with. If anybody tells you what and where and what you can do, think about what type of friend that is. Dreamsicle. My. You are freaking amazing. You are fun. You bring everything to the chat. I love you. I don't care where you go, what you do. I think you're amazing. And I was a complete dickhead to you. Point proven. Jane Lee is out of the chat. Jane Lee is at work and she is driving and doing her thing. Jane Lee cannot be in this chat all the time, Rosita. I'm sure you have a job and lives and stuff you have to do. You and Jane need to make peace. I don't know what to tell you, because Rosita, you are a spicy troll, but I have known Jane for a long time. I know who Jane is. Rosita, something bugged you. Something got you real pissed in life. I like you. You gotta be respectful to Jane though. And Jane removed you. So I think you'll be okay, sweetie. Yep. And as long as you're freaking nice to somebody and you're not being a dick, if my mod feels like you need to be hidden because it just keeps going on, I'm about to end this live anyway. I'm not going against my mods anymore. I'm not doing it. For the most part today, we have had a really, really good live. I think we had a little bit of whatever. Hey, Destiny. Are you in here because you want to be in here, or are you mad at me still? Let me take this down. How are you doing? An old friend came in here. And no matter what she thinks about me, there's a lot of hurt. And she's young and she's beautiful. And I don't know what's going on in your life. And I hope to God that anything that's going on is wonderful for you, Destiny. And I love you. I've known you for a long time and you've been through a lot. And I just want to let you know I love you. And I hope wherever you are that you're doing good and you're thriving. And I'm very sorry that things went down the way that they did. I need you to know I wasn't well, sweetheart. And I'm very sorry for any hurt that I brought to you and your family. If you ever want my number, you ever need me, I'm here. And I understand that things are going to take a long time, but I love you. I'm proud of you. Very proud of you. Eggs are far too expensive to be egging. That was awful. No, it ain't. Oh my God. Do you know how much? Okay. Put in the chat. Seriously, how much are your eggs where you live? I know Savage has been getting like egg hurt. You're very welcome. Maria was hurt at what you said, not about Jeff. What was she hurt about, Tommy? I did not mean to hurt Maria. I did not mean to hurt Maria. I just think that with Maria and I right now, I think there is some hurt and stuff like that. I don't really know. Guess what I can say about Maria is don't go after her husband. Do not go after her family. You know not to mess with her. I don't know what else to say. Maria, if you want to come in and talk about it, that's on you, or you can hit me up on IG. What is a scapegoat? What is a scapegoat? Because you said you don't trust each other after saying nice things. She was just hurt. Well, I wasn't doing that to pinpoint or anything like that. It's just, Maria, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. I threw Maria 4 funerals. I just think that, some things need to be repaired or not. I would hope Maria knows what I'm talking about. I didn't mean to hurt nobody's feelings. She's taking it very well, knowing that Jeff and Habanero and I are re-getting together. Yeah, no. And there's somebody, like I said, and I hope that that person knows how much I care about them and how sorry I am to them. And hit me up. And the stuff with Spicoli and Habanero had nothing to do with Maria. It had everything to do with the other person. Well, that's fine. Hey, the room's open to everybody. If you ask me something and you ask if I'm cool with that person, I will tell you whether I am or not. But I will protect other people that I think, are getting it. They shouldn't be, but whatever. So I'm going to start covering cold cases. I may be a little person from the Midwest in Ohio, but I do believe that there are families out there that are going through 10 times rougher things than I am. Hey, Justice Creed, I'm not quite sure who you are. I'm glad that you came in today. Feel free to come in any other time. And thank you for saying I'm pretty. I appreciate that. I'm going back to my old roots. I'm going back and covering things. I'm not doing the Lifetime shit anymore But what I will cover are things that have happened like 20 and 25 years ago, because I think that there is always a family that every single day of their life, they are wanting to find out. And I know that just being separated from whatever in my life and not knowing totally if they're okay and stuff like that, that is why I want to do it. I want to keep covering healthier ways. I want people to feel comfortable enough to come in and talk about stuff. I don't care if you shysted or sharded yourself, come in and talk about it. I don't care. I've done it. You had an eating disorder in your past, you feel comfortable enough to talk about it. I can talk about it. It fucked my teeth up, fucked my esophagus up. And I had it because I didn't ever feel like I was good enough. Trivia is coming back. When Clint's ready, Clint will come back. And like I'm saying, I'm not blaming everybody else for whatever. Clint messed up in this too. And if you all think that our families are not coincide and people don't realize what the hell you problem people are doing, please understand. They do. Even if they act like they don't, they do. We are bringing trivia back. So we're going to hyper focus on one case. What I'm going to start doing is putting like a bulletin board or something. Hopefully, I do have an interview. Locked. I do have that interview. And that person is so friggin' aware of the mess and whatever. So let's not overstep our lines. Y'all start doing interviews. Yes, Clitterbug, Clittertainment, Clittertasia. We have security. Marley is going to be the size of a freaking horse, and we all know how hard she bites. We have very good neighbors. Everybody is aware of the F-boy shit. So if anybody else that has not said that they're sorry, hit me up on jenler100@gmail.com, or you want to hit me up on jen.bailey. Please do, and we will work it out. So I want to change the community. I'm always going to be called an abuser. I'm always going to be called an addict. I'm always going to be called a shitty mother. I'm always going to get accused of taking all of your men when half of you women took my sloppy seconds and I met them first. But who cares? I messed up. I'm learning just like everybody else. We can do Clue. I myself would like to cover the Haley Cummings case, the little girl that disappeared from the trailer park, and Misty Croswell and her husband are pieces of crap, and they're not copying to where this little girl is. Another creator had talked about divers. I've also been watching that, where divers go in and they locate cars and stuff that have been down there for years. And usually the family member is in there. That is also a really good channel to go to. There are people doing spirit box readings. Like I said a few days ago, if you believe and you go in with a clear head and a clear conscience, maybe you might hear your loved one. I'm hoping that that comes back. Somewhere weird, whatever. I have not had a chance other than the stars to get a sign from my mom. Absolutely, my friend. I love you. So have I done some controversial things? Yes. Did I give Clint a possible fellatio in an IG live? I absolutely did. Did I talk bad about people? Yes. As I said before, don't hate me for who I was before. Love me for who I am now. I know about the splicing of stuff, making things happen from whatever. Believe you me, I'm catching on. If there's anybody that I missed in here and I haven't said anything positive about you, say it. We're going to get back to whatever. Are we going to get some snark in here? Possibly. People got to make money, I guess. So we've got trivia. We're going to keep doing the food stuff. We're going to keep doing the unboxing stuff, whether it be from the Dollar Tree or Kohl's. I don't care. We're going to talk about hard topics. Who did I miss? It's not so much that I feel like I've regressed. What I felt like is I know that I fucked up. Even when I got out and stuff like that. Yeah, I was scared. I was still a little bit manic. But there's a lot of people that did some real life shit. And that wasn't cool. My bear? Is it an account or your bear? Your bear. Oh, your bear. Is that what you're talking about? Give me a yes or no. I don't want to assume. Hi, Mama. See, we got her. Look. Look. Maybe I might learn about commentating, and I'll do it positively. Anything that's attached to a Jen, it's got to be a pretty cool bear. So is this a little corny today? Yeah, it was. But I felt like everybody needed to get on the same path, you know. Got to let the past go, but you also have the right. Yeah, Sweaty has a little fur baby named Bear, and I absolutely love Bear. And whenever Sweaty leaves, Bear starts doing really weird shit. But Bear's great. Minnie. Yes, habanero for president. Fun fact, Minnie and I used to talk every freaking day, every day. Minnie freaking, like every single day. It has been a long time. Minnie and I fell out for a very, very, very long time. 32 likes. I have 50 trolls in here. Oh my God. I don't know whether I should bow or if I'm most hated on the internet. Either way, I have a speech for that really quick. I don't really have a speech. Keep coming in, trolls, because the great thing is maybe I don't have that many likes, but I'll tell you what, the replays, people are liking that shit. So if you don't want to hit the like, that's fine. And some of you idiots, I do watch you and I do like it. 32 likes and 83 people. Hey, if you hate me, hit the like button. People catch my replays and they hit the like button. So either way. So back to Minnie. Minnie loves animals. Minnie has the best therapeutic voice. Minnie, if I go through my texts, Minnie is definitely right on my ass and telling me to look out for myself and stuff like that. So Minnie, I'm very sorry that we fell out the way we did. And I'm sorry for the comment that I made about your fur baby. I don't remember his name, but I said something really mean. And I'm sorry. I do remember that. So we're going to keep some snark and stuff like that. Again, protect yourself, protect your safety. These people online can get really, I'm not quite sure. I don't want to bring that up, Margarita, if that's okay. She's having it out with that creator who apparently hates me now, but I still love her. They had a friendship. I don't know totally about it. Minnie ever wants to talk about it, that's fine. But yeah. So be strong. If your stuff gets brought up from the past, we've heard way worse shit. After a while, you can only continue to stretch that rubber band. It's going to break. It is. I wish everybody the best, even people that I don't like. I hope at some point in time, people start to come forth and take accountability. I do have family coming in here. I do have a few sock accounts. I have a shit ton of informants that tell me everything. And a few of you, I hope that you get to trust in me more where you guys can come in. For the most part, I think we fucking rocked it today. Ignore the haters. Realize we've all been fucking doxxed. We've all done bad stuff. I think, again, this was a great life. Father God, thank you for our day. Thank you for everything in our day. Please forgive us for the sins that we have committed. Thank you for us having, for the most part, a great life, and everybody was there uplifting one another. Please keep us away from the devil's work. There are people online that are still, I don't know, lost their way or whatever. Please, all of us band together for the better part. And people that I am talking to, I hope that you feel comfortable enough in coming in and knowing that you can trust me. And I realize that there's still some hurt and stuff like that. Father God, thank you for Destiny coming in. I have not talked to her in a long time. Wonderful girl. Please wrap your arms around her wherever she is. In our heavenly precious name we pray. Amen. I will be giving some wrenches. I did take all of them. We're all sinners. We've all sinned in the past. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everybody. It did kind of sound like a speech, but there are people in here that never even got along before. Plus, we talked about twig and berries. Come in if you guys want. I don't care. I don't know really what else to say. Do something nice for yourself. I put a little bit of makeup on today. Today's the first day in a couple weeks I actually liked myself, and I kind of think I'm having a good hair day. But anyway, I think we had a great live. Yeah. I'm sorry if anybody's feelings got hurt. Definitely did not mean to intend to hurt anybody's feelings, and anybody, special somebody I've been talking to or trying to get a hold of, keep your chin up. I know how you're feeling, for real. Love you all. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Peace and chicken grease. Thank you. Take care. Bye, guys.